Happy Friday, everyone, and welcome to the last episode of Sports Corner for the month of February. A lot's going on around the sports world this week, so I'll get right to it. It's been just about 4 weeks since the earth-shattering news broke that Luka Doncic was being traded from the Dallas Mavericks to the Los Angeles Lakers. On Tuesday night, a monumental moment in Doncic's career happened. For the first time in his young career, he would be playing against the Dallas Mavericks. The Lakers headed to Dallas to take on Luka's former team, and expectations were exceeded. Doncic secured his first triple-double with the Lakers on an emotional night for the Slovenian superstar as he dropped 19 points, 15 rebounds, and 12 assists, leading Los Angeles to a 107-99 victory. It was a closely contested game, and Kyrie Irving and Klay Thompson led the way for Dallas, scoring 35 and 22 points respectively. LeBron James continued his incredible season to help out Doncic and the Lakers as he picked up 17 points, 12 rebounds, 1 steal, and 3 assists. Since January 13th, the Lakers have only lost 5 games and have been on an unbelievable run. They'll host the Clippers for a 2-game series tonight and tomorrow. Speaking of basketball legends, one of the WNBA's all-time greats officially announced her retirement. After 20 seasons in the WNBA, 3 league championships, and more than 10,000 career points, Diana Taurasi is saying goodbye to the game of basketball. As the 2009 WNBA MVP, 6-time Olympic gold medalist, 5-time league scoring champion, and 3-time NCAA champion, Taurasi will go down as one of the greatest basketball players in history across all levels. She's the leading scorer in WNBA history. In August, Taurasi became the first basketball player to win 6 Olympic gold medals. Taurasi scored 10,646 points, becoming the only WNBA player to surpass the 10,000 mark in scoring in 565 regular season games, and she scored another 1,476 points in 72 playoff games. She led the Phoenix Mercury, who drafted her number 1 in 2004, to WNBA championships in 2007, 2009, and 2014. WNBA Commissioner Kathy Engelbert stated, quote, "In a record-setting career that saw her play 20 seasons, score more points, and make more three-point shots than any player in WNBA history, she has earned the unquestioned respect of players around the globe, delivered electrifying moments, and captivated fans again and again." End quote. All this to say, Taurasi is without a doubt a legend of the game. Fans wish her all the best in retirement. This is the time of year when basketball is usually at the forefront of most sports stories, and it's for one reason: March Madness. March Madness is just around the corner. The NCAA men's basketball tournament consists of 68 teams competing in 7 rounds of a single elimination bracket, all fighting for their shot at a national championship. While nothing is set in stone just yet, the bracket is slowly taking shape and the top seeds are gearing up for a deep bracket run. Very quickly, since this graphic is overwhelming, here's a look at how the bracket would shape up if the tournament began today. Right now, the Auburn Tigers are the best overall pick to take home a national title this year. Schools like Duke and Houston aren't too far behind, then Alabama, Florida, Tennessee, and Iowa State take their annual spots near the top of the charts. One sleeper school that I'd suggest keeping an eye on throughout the tournament is St. John's, led by legendary college basketball head coach Rick Pitino. Selection Sunday, where the committee chooses which schools will enter the tournament, will be on March 16th. The first round of games then begins on March 20th, with games running until the national championship on April 7th. As always, March Madness is incredibly unpredictable and upsets happen left and right, so be sure to tune in throughout the whole tournament so you won't miss out on any of the action. Continuing on the previous topic of sports legends, Alex Ovechkin is chasing hockey immortality. Before yesterday's contest against St. Louis, the Washington Capitals left winger was just 12 goals shy of being the leading scorer in NHL history. Ovechkin is chasing Wayne Gretzky's record of 894 goals. Ovi is very much on pace to break this record very soon, especially after his electric hat-trick performance on Sunday night. His 3 goals that night propelled the Caps to a whopping 7-3 victory over Edmonton. On Tuesday, Ovechkin reached 30 goals in a season for the 19th time in his 20-year career, adding to the league record that he set last season with his 18th. Ovechkin joined Teemu Selanne, Johnny Bucyk, and Gordie Howe as the only players in hockey history to score 30-plus goals in a season at age 39 or older. Fun fact, Gordie Howe did it 3 times. Make sure to tune in to Washington's games for the next few weeks, as Ovi will absolutely be setting the record very soon. Over in the PGA, the Mexico Open was one for the books last weekend. Irvine, California native Brian Campbell picked up his first ever PGA Tour win since becoming a pro over a decade ago and did it in dramatic fashion. Campbell and Aldrich Potgieter each finished 18 holes with a score of 71. That meant they were heading into a playoff. On the first hole of the playoff, each golfer earned par. On the second hole, Campbell appeared to have shanked his drive as it traveled low and fast towards out of bounds. In what can only be described as divine intervention from the golf gods, his shot crashed into the trees and popped back out into the rough. He was still 94 yards behind Potgieter, but at least he had a shot. After a bunker shot by Potgieter, Campbell capitalized and earned the victory. Campbell was winless in 186 starts on the Korn Ferry and PGA Tour combined, earning just about $1.489 million total throughout his career. His payoff on Sunday alone was $1.26 million. The victory sends him to the Masters, the Players' Championship, and the PGA Championship, along with 5 of the $20 million signature events left on the PGA Tour. Gotta be happy for one of our local OC athletes. The next PGA event will be this weekend at the Cognizant Classic at the PGA National Resort and Spa in Palm Beach Gardens, Florida. As I mentioned last week, the NFL Combine begins this week. The rookies have reported and are ready to show teams why they deserve to be drafted in April. Defensive linebackers and linemen reported yesterday. Defensive backs and tight ends will take the field today. Quarterbacks, wide receivers, and running backs are up tomorrow. And the weekend will wrap up with offensive linemen on Sunday. All these events can be seen on NFL Network, so be sure to check in on some of the up-and-coming, soon-to-be NFL talent. MLB spring training is off and running, and the Angels played 2 games today, one at 12:10 against the White Sox and one at 5 p.m. against the Dodgers. The Padres will play the Mariners tonight at 5:40 p.m. Like I said last week, there are spring training games all day long, every single day, so be sure to check out some of your favorite teams' games. As always, thank you for joining me on this Friday's episode of Sports Corner. Enjoy all the basketball, the hockey, golf, baseball, NFL, and more this weekend. Be sure to come right back next Friday for more news, updates, and highlights from all across the sports world. I'm Cole Young. Thanks for tuning in. Have a great weekend. I'll see you in March.